Good morning, it's MJ with Crow Tarot. Thank you so much for stopping by the Roost this kind of chilly Tuesday morning here in Seattle. It is May 21st and this is the general reading for the collective, and thank you so much for joining me. This is, if you're new, welcome. Welcome to the murder. That just sounds so creepy, but it is what it is. Okay, let's get started, shall we? The first card, and by the way, I washed the cards this morning. I shuffled a lot, and then I even spread them out on the table and shuffled them again, just to make sure that the energy is good and clear. So, the first card I'm going to pull is the Foundation card, and this is the energy that if you think about a current situation or an obstacle or something that you're confronting at this time, and it may be good, it may be bad, it may be indifferent, no judgment. If you trace it back, you'll find that this energy was at the root. So let's get started. Okay, the Page of Wands. A lot of creativity, fiery energy, setting out perhaps in a new direction, feeling youthful. All right, the next card is our current situation, or this could be the energy that is, if you think about the weather system, you know, like how it's coming towards you. This is what is either at your situation or coming at you at this time. So this is the Ace of Pentacles, and finally we have the Advice card, and this is the card that when you think about sending these cards, the crows, out through the veil, what they bring back, what they see, and how they interpret what they see and the message they bring back to you. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? We have at the base of today's reading the Page of Wands, and this again is a very fiery, enthusiastic, youthful energy. This is the energy of starting something new and just wanting to shout it out to the world. Like you've got this new idea, you've got a new plan, you've got a new relationship, you've got something new and it's exciting, and you just, you know, it's like you just can't contain yourself because you're so excited about it. And this is that energy where you're just going basically up to anyone and everyone who will listen to you. So this may have sparked a new opportunity as you connected with other people who shared similar interests. It could have been talking to that right person who, you know, felt that positive energy coming from you, and it was like, yeah, I want to help this person. This may have been getting excited about a new major at you know, at school, or switching majors, or a new job. Again, like something where you just, it gave you this new like sense of being, you know, it's like you just felt alive, right? I mean, have you ever had that feeling where you discover something and it's all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is what living is like. Oh my God. It's like you feel tingly all over and you've got butterflies in your belly. Well, this is what created the moment where you are today. So this lovely energy was a catalyst. It was like a rocket that shot you into the air and you find yourself in this current situation. And you know, this, although wonderful as it is, very few people can sustain like a constant state of, you know, enthusiasm or excitement. So here's where you kind of have to mature a bit. So you're in this current situation now where you may have started off with all this, like, just, you know, like crazy, like intense, you know, energy building you up, like, you know, like a Mentos on a Coke bottle, like you're just like, boo, you know, you're excited, and then reality sort of hits here. with the Ace of Pentacles. Because now it's no longer about just using your creative mind to like visualize the future and, you know, talk. It's not just about the talk now, it's now about the walk. And this is where you start making plans, and this is where you start implementing action, or taking action and implementing those plans. This is where you get grounded on whatever idea or whatever this was. You know, the butterflies may have left the belly, you know, it's like the tingling may have stopped, but the passion is still there. It just has matured. It's grown. And so the Ace of Pentacles in this current situation is this wonderful energy of taking whatever it was that got you here to this moment. You know, it's like letting it become something different, something better. You know, it's like, it's not about maintaining this youthful, gleeful, almost naive way of being. Now you're like, well, I got myself to this position. It's, you know, it's time to not be blind to these obstacles, but rather to see over them, to see what's out in the future. Because here, this energy was all about the now. This was all about like living in that moment, right? Like the Page of Wands is thinking about how wonderful life is and how excited life is, and it's creating a vision of the now. Whereas the Ace of Pentacles is a little bit more pragmatic in that it's thinking about, well, what's 5 years down the road look like? What obstacles am I going to face? Can I get a clear vision of success here? What do I need to do? Where should I plant these seeds to make sure that this energy that I started with was not wasted, that it wasn't for naught? So this is a time now to get clear, to get really grounded on what you want. You know, you can still feel enthusiastic, you can still feel excited, but it definitely has shifted. You're maybe a little less vocal, you know, maybe, you know, this is when you think, like, if you think about like a relationship, you know how when you're in this new relationship and you're just excited about it and you just want to go tell all your friends how wonderful life is and how wonderful this person is, and that's all you chatter about, like for like the longest time. You know, it could be a crush or something, and they just have to listen to you go on and on and on about how perfect this person is. Well, now you're in this place where you're in a relationship, and this could be also a relationship with a job or whatever it is, your career, your family, whatever it is. But now you're in it. You're knee deep in it, and it's evolved to something so much more profound. I mean, it's just so, you know, it has roots, and it does offer new beginnings. You know, the tale continues, and it blossoms, and things change, and they grow, and again, there's a maturity level here with this Ace of Pentacles. This card, you know, brings to your attention areas where you can start planting seeds now that will help further whatever cause you started with. But you have to get a clear vision. You need to take the time, if you can, to just, you know, think about, what does the next 6 months look like for you? What does the next year look like for you? The next 5 years? Where can you start making little changes today to help you reach the 5-year mark? You know, where are these obstacles that you won't be able to avoid them? So where will they be, and how will you overcome them? This is tapping into your intuition here. your intuition will tell you where to, like lay down the tracks for the future. You've got a clear view. I mean, this is the key here, is to be able to see up and over. The Wheel of Fortune, oops, sorry, I hit the table. The Wheel of Fortune brings the advice that this too shall pass. So if you're feeling it, like you're stuck, or you're not sure, or the vision is not as clear as you would like it to be, if you're having a hard time seeing over these mountains, the Wheel of Fortune here is that, yes, this will pass. The fates are looking down on you, but you have to take action. This is where you take ownership, and you construct your future here. You started off on such a positive note, and I see that, like, this tree denotes that you're, connected, the roots are connected, and that you're firm where you are, you're firmly placed where you are. If you're not feeling that way, you'll need to connect with that energy. You'll need to figure out how to tap into that feeling of being grounded where you are and feeling secure. The Wheel of Fortune, for me, this is just another message to stay positive, because you are manifesting what you believe, right? I mean, if you believe that life sucks and you're not worthy of this job that you're in, or you're not worthy of the relationship that you're in, well, you'll get what you believe. It's crazy how this works, and I'm a firm believer in it, in that whatever you direct your attention on, that's where you move. And so, just like the Wheel of Fortune, if you direct your attention on things that are negative, well, whether you're doing it purposefully or not, your subconscious is working in that direction, and it will do things like, so if you hate your job, or you're like, oh God, I'm so over this, and you go into work every day thinking how much you hate your job, whether you go in realizing it or not, and you think you're just putting in your 8 hours and you're leaving, what you are doing is you're sending out signals that you hate your place there. And what will happen is you will probably be the first one laid off if layoffs come, or you might find yourself getting into petty arguments with your boss, and then that will lead to being terminated. So on the other side of that is, if you think like, oh my God, life is wonderful and I love my partner, and I have to get back into that feeling of being enthusiastic about this relationship, or this this career, or this new journey that I'm on. And if you stay focused on that, and you're like, yes, I can see what 5 years down the road looks like, and I'm happy, and I'm we're vacationing in Hawaii, and we're doing all these wonderful things. If you can focus your energy on really feeling like a positive shift, if you can really focus your energy on what you want in life and not what you don't want. If you say, I don't want to be poor, right? Well, duh, nobody does. Sorry, but nobody does. But if you just keep saying, well, you know what, guides, I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be poor. Well, your focus is on being poor. But if you say, guides, you know what I really want? I want a life that is financially free, and I'm just surrounded by friends, and I am loving every moment of my life, right? So that's the energy that needs to come through here, because when you start thinking on a positive track instead of a negative one, if what you're sending out to the universe is words that are positive, you will attract that. The fates will look down on you, and that's what you'll get. So overall, I mean, I just see this, and I know, I'm sorry I'm going a little bit long here, but there was such lovely energy beginning, And now you're in this position to create whatever it is that you desire. This is it. I mean, like, you're in this place. You're here. Just think about all the things you do want. Think about what would bring you joy. For some people, you know, it's literally just being surrounded by a good group of friends and having dinner regularly with people that you love. I mean, like, for some of us, that is like the best thing in the world. Knowing that you don't have to worry about, you know, bills, or being healthy. For some people, it's just knowing that they beat cancer and it's done and they don't have to ever think about it again. So whatever it is for you, you know, get into that space. And I'll tell you, like, I mean, like, be grateful, like, express the gratitude that is deserved from this time here, from this Page of Wands, because it did move you into a positive place. But now you're in this position to create something bigger for you. And whatever that means, you know, bigger does not necessarily mean like a mansion or a big house. Bigger may be expanding on the time that you get to feel joy, or the time that you get to spend with your family. Whatever that looks like for you. Think about what it looks like in the long term, because this is where you are right now. You're in this position to create long-term happiness or success, or whatever it is that just puts those butterflies back in your belly. So keep in mind that the wheel is moving, and the advice that the crows come back to you with is keep a watch on your thoughts. Keep a watch on how you perceive situations. You know, are you expecting things to be positive, or are you expecting things to be negative? Which way are you moving this wheel? So anyway, I hope this reading makes sense. And again, I am really sorry it's long. Bye for now, and I will see you tomorrow, and stay positive. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to practice that one myself today. Oof. Tell you what, I was in a spiral yesterday, so this is probably a good thing. This is a little reminder for myself. So bye, and I will check back with you guys tomorrow. Peace.